Welcome back, everybody. You know the story, you know the drill. Episode number 7 with the blueprint with your host with the most, Eric Brody. So if you remember last time we were talking about construction and we said two things. How do you know if your construction project is on time, going in the right direction, and making sense? This week, we're going back to the development. We're going back to what it takes to get paid. But for argument's sake, let's say it happened at the end of the project. So we are building for charity, people. I know there's a new collective consciousness. We're doing this for profit to get paid. So what was the original business plan on any development? Well, did it work? What was the plan? Let's talk about it as a condo. We talk about condos and we think in a moment, condos are sold. Everyone's paid off. We're winning. So the condo business plan is I'm going to build this building. I'm going to sell these units and I'm going to pay everyone off money. What about residential, multifamily? Well, that's a rental game, right? Build the building, lease it up, stabilize it, refinance it, and boom, we're in the money. We're going to talk about the sequence of paying it back, the sequence of returns. I like to go back to my homeboy, Sun Tzu, who wrote this little book you may have heard of called The Art of War. And he would talk about these esoteric ideas out there like, know thyself, win 50% of the time. Know thy enemy, win 50% of the time. Know the terrain, know the general, know your troops. And you'd be like, what is this dude trying to say? And when you inserted the variable of time, it started to make sense. Well, it's the same thing in real estate development. We are projecting what you want in 3 to 5 years. But sometimes things happen in the real life. We're making a projection. Well, let's talk about the last 3 to 5 years. This little thing called Rona came out of nowhere, or coronavirus. This little thing called inflation happened, or interest rate hikes. Did you underwrite that? Do you have enough reserves for that? I doubt it, because if you did, I'd call you Bernie Madoff. And we know that's impossible. So if you can predict that, you let me know and we're going to have a chat. Everyone else is now dealing with the consequence of that change. You can't predict it, but let's talk about how you pay it back. Sequence of returns. First, the bank. How does the bank work? You don't pay the principal of the loan first. You actually pay the interest first. So you can imagine, first is interest, which is accruing, then the principal. And then you ask yourself, well, why? Well, they're smarter. They're smart. They know that the cash they're giving you is king. Those with the cash are the king and make the rules. So they got the cash money and they're telling you, first we're going to make our profit and then you're going to pay us back. So we don't need to take the risk. We can give you the money. We know how much you need. You take the risk. We get paid out first. So as long as there's money still outstanding on a bank, they're making money. As we said, time. Time is accruing. You pay them back, but maybe there's more time. Condos don't sell in one moment. Rentals don't lease up in one moment, so they continue to accrue. We said the next tier of capital or debt was called mezzanine financing. That's that high octane. You don't mess with these people. You don't pay, they're not playing. They don't have to wait years to take over your asset. So they're not your partner. They don't take the asset from you. They take the entity that owns the asset. So they don't have to wait years and years in order to take over. They can come in, scoop it right up, and you're out. So what do? What happens? You keep hearing about it in the real deal. Foreclosure, bankruptcy, gave the keys back. Well, there's something new that's happening out there. And it's called rescue capital or fulcrum capital. It's those people that are saying, let us come in and help you. Let us get you across the finish line. And that's episode number 7 from your host, E Breezy, signing off.